And we're watching this because this is Wall Street's fear index, the volatility index. You can see now it's just slightly lower, but still it is trading at levels not seen in a decade. In fact, earlier last week, it was trading at a 24-year low. So is this spate of calm, cool as a cucumber feeling? Is this before a storm with a snapback that might hurt right ahead? Let's ask Ameriprise Financial Chief Market Strategist David Joy what to do, because we know it's coming. They always come, right?
They do. But the problem is, when do they come? And we have seen the VIX historically stay at these kinds of low levels for years. We saw it in the 90s. It was very low for about 4 years in a row. We saw it again in the early part of this century, 2004, 5, and 6. Now, both of those periods of time, they were great bull markets, but they ended badly. It's a question of timing.
Well, then please tell the viewers, because they want to be ready, and it may be now, it may be next week, it may be a year from now, but are there names that can actually be great names now, 6 months from now, and a year from now if we do see that reversal?
Well, I think the best defense is a diversified portfolio. Easy to say, but what you want to try and do is find some assets that have relatively low correlation to the stock market. So within the stock market, that might be things like defensives, real estate, utilities, consumer staples, those kinds of things.
Home Depot and Walt Disney, where do they fit in?
Well, right now we actually think that the market's in pretty good shape. We think the economy's strong, and we think the consumer is strong. Even though there's been a lot of concern about consumer spending being pretty light in the first quarter, we think it's coming back. Not only that, millennials are starting to move out of the house. They're starting to buy starter homes. Home Depot fits right into that. And Disney is another one. We just think that consumers willing to spend on experiences, and Disney is well positioned.
Let's put in your energy plays, because energy is a big driver today.
It is, yeah. OPEC is talking about maybe extending the cuts to March of next year. If they maintain some discipline, we think that there's a good chance that over the second half of the year, this market balances. And as a result, two names that we like in this space, both exploration and production, EOG and Pioneer Natural Resources.
So good to see you.
My pleasure.
And we love you, even though you're a Celtics fan.
Game 7 tonight.
I know! David Joy of Ameriprise. There it comes. You saw it. If you stuck with me, you see a NASDAQ new record and an S&P 500 new record with the closing bell ringing the day.